Yo, what's up? This is Gary A. Swaby, and once again, we're doing Knights of the Turntable Arena. It's been a while, but a big battle just went down, so we had to recap it. I'm here with Charles Singletary. What's up, Charles?
What's up, everybody? Glad to have Arena back.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so Summer Madness 5 went down on Saturday night. I bought the pay-per-view, and I know he just watched the Loaded Lux versus Charlie Clips battle, which
Yes,
smacks his
sir.
boy. So yeah, I mean, because the event was heavily bootlegged right after the pay-per-view, so Smack he did a real good job of getting that battle up because now the battle will actually get the amount of views that
That it deserves. Yeah,
it's supposed to get. So that was good. That was smart. But yeah,
absolutely.
so the battle is more fresh in your mind. What are your thoughts after seeing it?
Well, for one, it's getting frustrating to have to deal with all these BS politics and arguments and stuff that happened during, like before the battle, there was an argument about the coin toss.
Yeah,
During the battle, there's people interrupting the battle and shit and issues with the time. And then both of their last rounds went unnecessarily long because there's arguments about time and letting somebody finish, and then and Clips last round they were mad even though they let Lux go longer. Like it takes away from the experience when you have those things like that. But that was like the first thought that I had. But me personally, fresh take off the battle, I'll have to say that I give it to Clips. Okay. Um, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to break it down round by round, but I feel like Clips took the battle overall. Lux had a better performance here. Well, he had a more entertaining performance here for me than he had against Murder Mook and Hollow. In my just my feelings on it, I feel like I enjoy what he did more. It's just the way Clips works is a good counter to what Loaded Lux does. Now, we got the typical third round from Loaded Lux because we all know that he's going to bring that fire in the third round. The super personal. He promised that he was going to do the whole thing about Clip's father better than anyone else has. Um, and I think one of the issues with the third round is the problem, the interrupting him and everything. Um, because I think if you didn't have that, Lux would probably win that battle automatically. But well, win that round automatically. Sorry, but Clips was able to take that situation and flip it into his favor, and he did it on a big scale. Like he attacked the guys that were interrupting the battle. Uh, that was a prime example of a guy getting booed. I don't even know why Clips was getting booed at the end of that because he wasn't saying anything whack. How did you feel about that?
see, it seems like our opinions are very different. Because I feel like Lux won that round hands down. And I feel like it's great that Clips can rebuttal, and he's had some great rebuttals, throughout his history of battling. But I feel like his rebuttal here, it wasn't that great. Like just because it is a rebuttal, I don't think it automatically gives you points. Like it has to be a dope rebuttal too, and I just
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like the rebuttal could stand up to what Lux just did. So and as far as boos from the crowd, I don't like when the crowd interrupts, and because they slow down the pace of the battle, so I don't like
Yeah,
that. They should have just let them rap, uninterrupted. But that definitely hurt his round a bit being booed. But I mean, it was a good round from both, I think. But I gave that round to Lux.
and I agree with you with the crowd, and it was really weird. It's one thing when the crowd boos when something like when somebody's choking or when they say something that's just flat out whack, but they booed Clips at that point, like on some other shit. They were just interrupting at that point. I didn't feel like he had said anything that warranted them booing him twice in that round. But I definitely understand what you're saying. Like I said, if it weren't for the interruption and the time issues, and Lux's verse was able to flow like it was supposed to, I think he would have taken that round hands down. But I do like what Clips did with flipping the words backwards, flipping that line back on Lux that he had used before, that he had jacked from Nas. All of that stuff was cool. But I guess if I had to give Lux a round, it would be the third. But I feel like Clips edged him on the first and the second, though. The second one was probably the second Lux verse was a lot better than the first, in my opinion. It's just Clips also came with a really, really dope second round too. So he got edged out. But what did you think about those first two rounds?
Okay, I had Clips winning the first round pretty clearly. I do think Lux was dope in that first round though, just because Lux he's a rapper's rapper. Like he puts words together so well. So I feel like he was dope that round. It just not everything was hitting, and he didn't come with anything really substantial to stand up to what Clips had in that round. Round two, I gave it to Lux because this was when he really started to warm up. Like he really started to get into his bag in that round. And Clips that round, he started off really great with the he had the hat on or whatever and the glasses, and he was picking one of Lux. Like that was dope. And he had that whole Meek Mill Drake line. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, the back-to-back one. But I feel like, at the tail end of that round, I think he started to lose steam a little bit. So, and Lux was more consistent throughout that whole round, I think.
He definitely ended his round suddenly. It was really weird because they told him he had time still. But he stopped, so it was weird. And this may be a whole case where since Clips went second, his verses were fresh on my mind, and it may have been so close that I just need to listen to it again. I'm gonna listen to it again because with Lux, you don't catch everything Loaded Lux said the first time.
The Lux battle, you need to watch it like again and again because there's a lot of stuff Lux says that you don't even pick up the first time. Like you need to really like understand, like you need to really listen and understand what the hell he's saying sometimes. But when you do understand, you're like, oh shit, that was dope.
Yeah, he definitely he has some heat out there, and like I said, I enjoyed it more than his last two battles. I think it's his best performance since the Calico battle for sure. So, but Clips, man, regardless of who edges it out, Clips is still on a tear performance wise. But the question is like, where do either of these guys go from here?
Okay, I feel like Clips has to battle Mook now because like
that's the only option.
Yeah, the top four guys that people always talk about is Mook, Hollow, Clips, Lux. Now most of those are battled each other already. So the only option now is, for Clips to battle Mook because Lux has battled all three of them. So I guess Clips has to battle Mook now. And as for Lux, I really want to see Lux and Daylight. I think that's that needs to happen. Yeah, because Daylight's kind of been low-key calling out Lux for like years now. Yeah. So I would love to see that battle because I think like when Daylight is really at his best, he comes with those complex bars and schemes as well. So
his last performance was really good on King of the Dot.
Yeah, against Iron Solomon, that was dope.
It was great. We got three rounds of actual Daylight bars back to back to back. It was great.
Yeah.
But
a dope matchup.
I think that'd be pretty cool to have Daylight versus Lux and then Clips versus Mook. Clips versus Mook is going to be a stupid battle, man. Like that's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But I hope they get it done soon because Mook, he wants to battle Drake. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't believe
apparently it almost happened. Do you remember Blackout? Was it Blackout 4? Oh, I can't remember which number it was, but it was earlier this year.
Oh, Blackout 5.
Yeah, Blackout 5. Drake and Mook were both in the building. And at one point, Drake said he was down to do the battle as a surprise battle. But Mook didn't have bars ready. So, he was he went backstage to kind of get it together. But then I guess Drake's management or whatever talked him out of doing the battle. So it never went down. But you know, apparently that was really going to happen.
Man, damn. I'm sad I know that part now. To know that it was that close and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, his management is smart to stop him. Drake doesn't have anything to win really from that because I don't think he can beat Mook in a battle.
Yeah, and also
So,
if that battle was going to go down, it should have been a build up. Like you should have built a whole event around that battle, kind of thing.
yeah,
Then
yeah,
everybody.
it definitely was. It definitely deserves to have that. I just if it does happen, I don't want it to get the total slaughter treatment though. I want it to happen in the battle rap arena
Yeah,
with
it has
battle
to
rap
be
people running
King of
it.
the Dot or something like in a King of the Dot event.
Gotcha. So with this battle, you gave it to Lux over
Yeah,
Clips,
I
huh?
gave it to Lux 2-1. And as far as like the politics, you know, that all that stuff, it seemed like they really hated each other too. That's crazy. I didn't know.
Oh, absolutely. Especially like like the people that they had with them.
Yeah,
Like, it was some heat on that stage. And one thing that bothered me though was how disrespectful the people with Lux were towards the end of it. Like that chick that came up there and the dude afterwards.
yeah, that was
Like
Lux's sister.
that was a sister, yo, like they gotta chill out and they gotta respect everybody on that stage because that was getting out of hand, man.
Yeah,
It was
man.
ridiculous.
Like
And they like
really some tension there. But
yeah.
the thing is, because this is still from the live stream, usually Smack they edit out a lot of those parts that slow down the battle. So I guess when they do the final edit, it will be a lot better and it'll be
It'll be
easier
a lot cleaner.
to watch the battle and see who really won and stuff. But yeah, those interruptions kind of slowed down the pace at some points. So
Yeah, unnecessarily so. So you give it the Lux, I give it the Clips, but you know, my impressions may change after I listen to it again.
okay, well maybe we'll have a follow up at some point and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll mention it on the Nights of the Turntable podcast for sure.
Yeah, because you know what? Like when I saw Hollow versus Lux, I had Hollow winning like the first few times I watched it, but then I kept watching it and I had Lux winning because like
Really?
yeah, like the more you listen to Lux and you understand what he's saying, like you just realize he's incredible, like with the words he puts together and his metaphors and everything. So yeah.
All right. I have to go back and listen to that one. I've watched that one like twice, so I may have to go back to that too.
Who did you have winning? Hollow?
Oh, I had Hollow win, yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted Lux to win that one too, so I'm gonna go back and look at it again.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's our impressions. Make sure you guys leave your comments below. Let us know what you thought of the battle. There's still a lot of battles that are dropping. They just dropped Tay Rock versus Calico on the URL channel, so go check that out. And yeah, until the next arena, we're out.
Peace out.
And be sure to check out Nights to the Turntable, the regular edition.
Word up.
Peace.